Why Google Maps? Why Google Maps and how must be the two questions that anyone reading this may probably ask. The answer is that Google Maps is probably the sole territory that has not been discovered or exploited up to its true potential. Most of the people trying to find means to earn easy money aren't even conscious of the very fact that Google Maps can earn thousands of dollars during a month. Yes, that is true. I have read and researched about money making with Google Maps, and here I'm penning it all right down to assist you earn also. I consulted the Google Maps specialists and other people who have claimed to earn thousands of dollars through Google Maps, and here is what they had to say. How to make money through Google Maps? Firstly, we need to set the grounds for our discussion. Before we proceed on to ways in which can boost our monthly Google Maps income, it's important to know how Google Maps make us earn money. When we talk about Google Maps, and by we, I mean people like you and me who are unaware of the Google algorithms and technicalities, all we think about is maps that help us with the directions finding a particular spot, or finding the simplest possible solution to our query. Let's suppose that you are interested in finding out the best dental care facility in your surroundings. Let's further suppose that you live in Arizona. You would probably mount to Google and type dental clinic, Arizona. Now, supported your location specifications, Google will assist you with all the encompassing options with the help of Google Maps. Typically, a map will show from your specified location with red teardrop-shaped icons representing the care facilities accessible. Google Maps also will present to you an inventory of all the care facilities that are marked on the map with their names, contact numbers, and address. Now, ideally or typically, as a user that I would click on the primary available option and call to see for a meeting, charges, etc. Now, as a business owner or member of a care facility, I might want to rank the very best there on list in order that I receive the utmost number of calls and consequently the highest number of sales. But what if I'm competent and available for business, yet I don't show abreast of the Google search and potential consumers never get to understand about me? I will be missing out on such a lot of possible business and revenue. But what's required to rank the very best or higher there on list that Google Maps display? Do you know the answer as a business owner? Do you know what it means to make it on the top of that list? Probably no. Because you're too busy treating your patients to know the gimmicks and tricks of the Google Maps algorithm or come up with SEO content in order that you're viewed because the most optimal and best available option. Now if you're a user trying to find ways to earn money through Google Maps, this is often where you jump in. You help companies and businesses up their ranking within the Google Maps list in order that they receive the utmost calls and ultimately the buyer traffic. Companies are willing to pay you an honest amount if you help them increase their sales and maximize their exposure and business. You can land and maintain multiple clients at an equivalent time and help them manage their Google ranking in order that they rank higher within the list and increase their business potential. In a nutshell, if I had to inform you ways you'll earn through Google Maps, then here is what I might say. You help companies with their Google ranking. You guide them and tell them what is it that needs to be done and even do it on their behalf, so that when someone searches for a specific service on Google, your client pops up because the absolute best option. You help your clients with their sales and business, and the client will pay you in return. What does one got to do to earn through Google Maps? Earning on Google Maps is sensible work instead of diligence. When I contacted the Google Maps gurus to find out about making money with Google Maps, I used to be amazed to ascertain the quantity of cash that they need been making through Google Maps. They helped me not only understand what making money through Google Maps is, but also filled me up with tricks and tips you'll enjoy also. So, here may be a brief but comprehensive breakdown of all the items that you simply can and will be doing on Google Maps to earn money. Number 1. Hunt for clients. When you are starting new, you would like to hunt and land clients. The best thanks to do this is by checking out a product or service in your area and browsing the list of options that Google displays. You click on each one of them and check if that business is owned or not. If the business isn't owned, which suggests that it's not been registered with Google Maps, then here is your first opportunity to land this client. You will then contact this business and your possible client and ask them to have their business on Google, because if they fail to try to do so, Google will delete their entry after 3 months of staying unregistered, which is true. Many clients will possibly pay you a few $100 for just letting them realize owning their business. Next, you need to convince them to employ you for managing their company's or business's Google ranking. You can also advertise your services on platforms like Fiverr to hunt and land potential clients. Number 2, learn about Google Maps citations and offer your services. This right here is the real deal. For any business or company to enhance its ranking within the Google search list in Google Maps, it must maximize the Google Maps citations. The more the citations, the higher is your place on that list. You will be getting more exposure and consequently more sales and more business. Most of the business owners don't have the time or the expertise to specialize in gaining or earning Google Maps citations alongside doing their work. So, they will most likely look for professionals to handle it for them and will turn to platforms such as Fiverr to look for the right candidate. You also got to offer your services as a Google Maps citations provider on multiple platforms. Because honestly speaking, in today's world of technology, ranking higher on Google Maps and increasing the ranking through the local SEO may be a crucial step towards the success of the business. Once you land a client, confirm that your client owns a My Business account on Google, and if not, then you would like to make one for the client. Now, here is a tip that I am so excited to share with you. If let's suppose you're not personally conscious of the way to increase and improve the Google Maps citations, yet you would like to earn money through Google Maps, then you can always hire a third party, outsource the job to that for you. What I mean is that you simply hunt and land a client either through a manual search, sources, going door to door and meeting potential clients, promoting your services, or through a recommendation, and next you assign the task to a third party or professional who knows the work. You act as a middleman. Let's suppose that the client company is paying you $1,000 for a month. You give $500 to the person working for you and keep $500 for yourself. You can earn money using Google Maps, albeit you don't skills to try to do the work yourself. Isn't this amazing? Number 3, learn how to push a company or business up in Google searches. No matter what you are doing, your ultimate goal is to push your client up within the Google searches. Now, You do that in a variety of ways, and the more effective you are in your job, the more clients you will be landing, and the more money you will be making on Google Maps. Mediavin. You can work on the local SEO for the corporate, get them more reviews and ratings, make videos on YouTube for the client, or get them more Google Maps citations. Whatever you are doing, it'll be for the client, and therefore the higher you push your client on the Google search result, the more traffic the business are going to be receiving, and ultimately more money you will be earning. Summary. The reason I felt compelled to write this post was that I met so many people that had no clue that they can earn money on Google Maps. Most of the people I met or interviewed thought the sole way of creating money off Google was through mainstream Google only. Through ways like Google AdSense, affiliate marketing, running a blog, etc., but hardly anyone knew how easy it's to earn on Google Maps. The only hard part is making a client, a business or a company, trust you with your services, and how you can help them with their Google ranking by improving the local SEO, to trust you with how effective your services are going to be for his or her business, and to trust you together with your claims of improving their consumer traffic and sales. The rest is all easy and simple. Why making money through Google Maps is such a golden opportunity, because not many of us as of now are offering their services regarding Google Maps. As I mentioned at the start, they do not even know that it is possible. Companies and businesses also are not conscious of the impact of ranking higher in Google searches and the way it can affect their business. You need to tell them what you can do for them and making them trust you. Once you are doing that, you'll be ready to earn money on Google Maps. Even if you are doing not skills to try to do that for the client, you will be, after reading this text of course, smart enough to bag the deal and go to a platform such as Fiverr and find the relevant person to do the job for you. Trust me. This is often no rocket science, and a bit like me and thousands of others, you'll also earn easy money reception with Google Maps. I really hope that this article helped you to understand this business model better. I have weakened the whole process for you in order that you understand the way to make money through Google Maps and obtain right down to it. So, what are you expecting? Start looking for clients and begin earning.